was sitting here one day and I kept saying, these are the tools that I absolutely must have here at Life on Greenwood. Hey guys, welcome back to Life on Greenwood. In today's video, I want to talk about the tools that I rely on the most as a gardener. And in the comments, leave me a note and tell me what are your must-have or go-to tools that you find yourself using all the time in your garden that you just cannot live without. So let's start. The first one that comes to mind is a shovel. Any kind of shovel. I have the smaller ones that I use most of the time, and I don't think I've had to use the big ones too often this season. But a shovel, gotta have a shovel. Small ones, medium-sized ones, large ones, must have a shovel. Okay guys, so I tried to make a list of some of my garden tools that I'm using, or favorite tools, or tools that I can't live without. So another tool that I use all the time, I mentioned shovels. Oh, my garden stool. I have a garden stool that I think I got from Amazon like years ago, and it has you can kneel on it or you can sit on it, and mine has a little canvas case on the side where you can put like other tools. You can stick little tools in it, so that comes in handy. Oh yeah, one of my go-tos is my electric weed trimmer. That thing, yeah, the weed whacker. That comes in handy because I can edge all around, all around the rock garden, all around the front area of like the driveway and what have you. I can really do the edges. I can get it. And I try to do like Al on YouTube, who does all the free landscaping, and for people, he's from Florida. I try to do like him, but you know, nobody is as good as he is. But so yeah, electric weed trimmer. And the hedge trimmer. The hedge trimmer, I love my hedge trimmer. I think it's a DeWalt hedge trimmer. And this thing has been a game changer for doing my hedges. Because before, you know, I used to use the clippers, the big clippers for doing my hedges. But now I can just run through those hedges like zzz, zzz. I'm like Al Blaze. Zzz. Game changer. That is a game changer. It can be a little heavy after a while if you got a lot of work to do. It can get to be a little heavy, but I don't care. I just suffer through it, and that thing just goes to town. Let's see what else. What's another one that I definitely gotta have? Hang on. I mentioned my shovel. I mentioned my weed whacker. I mentioned my garden stool. I mentioned my hedge trimmer. What's another one that I absolutely. Okay, so I'm back. The camera has been cutting off, but I'm gonna get through this. I was going to naming like some of the tools that I just absolutely love and are must-haves for me in the garden. And I think I mentioned the electric weed whacker, my hedge trimmer. That hedge trimmer, oh God, that has made my life so much easier. Let's see, what else did I mention? The shovels, any kind of shovel. I'm using usually using most of the smaller ones because I'm digging and just planting flowers that aren't too deep. But any shovel, a bigger shovel, smaller hand shovels are good. Also, I recently got this auger attachment. Got them from Amazon. Came in a box, came in two, a big one and a smaller one. And this has really helped when I'm doing digging holes, and helps a lot of times when you got a lot of holes to dig and you need to get through it quickly. The pruner. The pruner has been my friend this summer, because I have the roses and everything else when I'm cutting back, and I'm going back and cutting back the flowers, and the pruner has really come in handy. That one. I made a list when I was thinking about doing this video. I made a list of a whole lot of tools that one must have if they are working in the yard, and you tell me if I left out anything here. And I'm not talking about the obvious things like a lawnmower. Yeah, lawnmower, gotta have one. Either a push mower or a riding mower, you gotta have something. I started with rakes, which, I love the rake because I use it for putting down my mulch. When I put mulch in, I like to rake it in. When I'm putting down mulch, I like to rake it into the beds. Of course, raking up leaves and all kinds of dead stuff, like when you got clippings and stuff, and breaking up clippings and stuff. That rake comes in handy. Okay, so let me get to my list. Rakes, small shovels, a small hoe, my stool, the electric weed trimmer, a small weed trimmer, a small electric, I know what I'm talking about. It's it's almost like a chainsaw, but on a smaller scale of a chainsaw, which comes in handy when you have some like tough branches and stems, mostly for branches and stuff like that. It's a handheld trimmer that looks like a chainsaw. That. What else? The pruner, shears, my watering can. The watering can, yes, you got to have a watering can if you're going to be going around. There's some of my plants that are not on the drip, so I have to go over and actually physically water them. So that watering can helps. The wagon, you need a wagon. I would say a wagon or wheelbarrow to get around things. I got this new wagon. Can't wait to show you guys. I have this new wagon that I've been dying to use. I haven't used it yet, but a wagon or a wheelbarrow helps. My steel-toed boots. Oh my goodness, my steel-toed boots are another thing that I need to have in the yard. My steel-toed boots, because I have a lot of rocks and really boulders that are in the yard, and I use them for my landscaping. I use them as borders, and if you drop one of those suckers on your foot, you could be in trouble. So the steel-toed boots are great for that. Gloves, of course. Let's see, what's another thing on my list? I was just writing down all the stuff that I needed to have. A long sleeve cover up helps. I got these extra sleeves that come up and they just cover up your arms and your thumb goes through it, so your arms aren't exposed when you're like going into digging into the weeds and going through plants and stuff, because it seems like insects love to eat me. So I feel a little bit more protected when I have those sleeves on. eye goggles for when you're using electric tools, power tools. You need to have some eye protection. A lot of times I wear my glasses when I go out anyway, or sunglasses, but the goggles, definitely need to have goggles. And a lot of times, not just the goggles for using power tools, but sometimes I put those goggles on because there's gnats and stuff out there that could easily get into your eyes. So the goggles are good. A baseball cap. I'm rarely outside in that yard without my baseball cap. Sunglasses definitely helps when you're out there. Sunglasses definitely help. Here's another one, it goes without saying, insect repellent. I like to wear some insect repellent because it seems like gnats and mosquitoes are so attracted to me for some reason. I don't know what it is about my skin or the scent that I'm giving off. I remember back in the day, people used to say that there was something particular about individuals, about their skin or the oils in their skin that attracted insects. I don't know. If you've heard that before, leave me a comment. Let's see. Of course, water. Got to have water when you're out there in the yard. Got to stay hydrated. You must stay hydrated because it's easy to get caught up out there working in that yard and forgetting to come in and take a break and stay hydrated. So that's another thing. My coveralls. These, I forgot where I got these. A couple of years ago, I got these from, I think, Walmart. But I do have another pair that I thrifted on Poshmark too. So I have two. So you may see me wearing a different pair. They're a little bigger, it's a lot roomier. And I got those from Poshmark. So coveralls. Tarps. I love to have tarps because the tarps come in handy. Like if I'm trimming my hedges, I like to put the tarp down when I'm trimming the hedges so all the little trimmings just fall onto the tarp, and then I can just pull the tarp away and dump it into the woods. It really helps me kind of keep things organized there, and without getting those little trimmings all over the yard. My leaf blower. That leaf blower, yes, you need a leaf blower. It's come in handy. I use it for the deck when I'm doing the deck. I'll just come out some mornings and I just blow off the deck. I also use it when I'm out in the gazebo. After we get the grass cut, there's all kinds of clippings and stuff in there. Usually end up in the gazebo, so I'll go in there with the blower and just blow that away. So it really comes in handy. Of course, it comes in handy during the fall, of course, for leaves and stuff. Let's see. The power washer. Power washer can come in handy, especially if you have some dirty buildup on your deck, and you're on your sidewalk, on your front steps. You can have some buildup there. A lot of algae will collect on your furniture, your porch furniture. Power washer really comes in handy. The pressure washer. Pressure washer? Is it a pressure washer? It's a pressure washer, right? Why do I call it a power washer? Anyway, the pressure washer comes in handy for really getting into things quickly. I also used it in my garage when I did a clean out of my garage and I was tidying it up. I used that pressure washer then and really zapped through a lot of stuff, really cleaned up things. So it does come in handy. So those are just a few, some of my favorites that I must have. And then there's a list of just everything I could think of that you could possibly need for your yard if you're going to be gardening out there. Again, it's just my little things that I have around Life on Greenwood that keep me on top of things. Again, not to mention, as I said, the lawnmower or anything big like that, lawnmower, snow blower, anything like that, but just for your everyday keeping up with stuff that's going on in your garden, in your yard. These are the tools that you absolutely must have. If you could think of any others, by all means, please hit me up in the comments and let me know if I've overlooked any. These are the ones that come to my mind when I was thinking about, what keeps Life on Greenwood together. These are the tools that I thought about. So if you have some must-have tools that you have, that you use in your place, in your home, in your garden, in your yard, leave me a comment below. Tell me what's your go-to, what are your go-to tools? I'd like to hear from everybody. Some people have their favorites, and some people, like back in the day, half of these tools didn't even exist, but now that they do, I want them. I definitely want them. I need them. I love them. They are just absolutely the greatest for me. So that's my little rant on tools that I absolutely, positively love and must have for my garden and my yard. Guys, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And for my returning friends, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back to Life on Greenwood. And thumbs up the video, leave me a comment below, and let me know how everything's going on in your garden. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.